Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, break. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, ready.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now you look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here we go, set. 19, Charger, 9, Buffalo 18. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set! 1918! Alert!
On first down, they'll start out with Price. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19 Tiger!
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Go! Bronco 80!
They'll run on first down with Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
3rd and 2.
Deputy line, go!
He's got his receiver, Lane. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
On the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one.
Got it. Ready?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Vices.
They'll try and run. Here's Price. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Commanders 7, Seahawks 6.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ready? Go.
Toss left side for Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
19 Lions. Bronco 80.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and 3. Now he's going to step up and run. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Elijah Arroyo, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
18 rattlers.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Jake Moody to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap. Come on. Set. Trap up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. Cougar 19.
He'll keep it himself. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
18, 5 years. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 68 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. On the arc, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Warrior 70.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the set.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
19, 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around. And rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 60 Vikings, Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, You've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, whoop.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. 22 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
77 Wolf.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Commanders 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on. Set. Rock. Let go.
Off the play fake, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And his pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll go again here with Price. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 18. Let's go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him. as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80.
To throw is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nicky Manwari.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Ready. Pat. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And is unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
60, check smash, check smash. Ready,
They'll start on the ground with Price. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lane. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Lightning 18.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Or he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Price. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
On 3rd down, here's a run with Price. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready, set.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Track 77 Wolf.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on.
Now an option. option play on second down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun now on third down.
That's taken in by Arroyo.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Warren.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Back to throw here. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now. 60 by 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
So the victory here for Seattle.
I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as